everyone! Hello! Welcome to the stream. Welcome! 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 And good afternoon! Good afternoon, everyone! Hello! Hello, Auntie! Welcome! And it's been a while since we played, Been a while since we played Danganronpa! It's been a while! Hope everyone is doing well and good today. Wait, let me just change the music. Let me just change the music and all. Wait, where is that? Here and there. Ah! Yes, I have this Danganronpa avatar made by Morgan Ruby. The artwork is so good though. It's so great. I use it. Thank you. It fits the Danganronpa as that it vibes so much. Apparently, from the last playthrough we did of Danganronpa, we kinda saw CHIHIRO, and her body, yeah. I really like CHIHIRO, and to see that happen to her. Our goal for this stream is to find who did it. And bring them to justice, because I love CHIHIRO so much. Why? He didn't deserve this. He didn't deserve it at all. I hope everyone's having a good day though. I have a feeling since class, this is gonna be the class hours are pretty long, plus the investigation. Hello, Sas! Welcome! Yes, let's bring it to justice, whoever did it. The thing is, I kinda forgot how to play. I forgot how to play this! Yeah. It's fun. Anyway, it's fun. Note game. Yeah, we're the investigation. Yeah, we're the deadly life. We're the investigation part na eh. My baby! What am I supposed to do? Okay, let's see. I'm trying to remember. Okay, so let's see. Look at this! I think... Hey! Why? I got to know so much about CHIHIRO, and then this happened. Why? For now, pay attention to the wall. Huh? I said it once already. There's a word written there. On the wall? It's for bloodlust. I promise you, CHIHIRO. I promise I will bring you to justice. That's our goal. We're gonna bring CHIHIRO to justice. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in the board. So... I don't think I'm gonna try to do the voice acting too. I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. Let's see. CHIHIRO! My baby! Let's see how to say it. But you know, the thing about writing bloodlust in blood, does it sound kind of familiar? Are you familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. At the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking, suddenly then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack! Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal downright cruel killings.
What is this?
What is it? Then, this is some copy... Wait, I want a wool. And this is some copycat word. Trying to imitate Dinosaur Jack style. Try to do it. Oh my gosh. Why won't anyone do that? They're copycat killers. It's a thing, it's a thing. I forgot, copycat is a thing. Perhaps it is the work of the real genocide. I'm trying. The real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in school?
No way!
I can't give them voices. There's no way. Please, I love you too. I love Celeste too. But going so far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I am surprised at their stupidity. I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. What is it now? Coco! Ina was pointing forward at the entrance to the girls' locker room. You okay? Coco was last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. You okay? No. Why? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Okay then. Did she faint? Did she fainted? She fainted! She fainted! Oh, why did she faint for? That did not sound good. Coco! Ina rushed over to the collapsed Coco and started trying to shake her awake. Coco, are you okay? Come on, wake up! Oh, she faints every time she sees blood. I can't blame that. Can't blame that.
Oh.
So, she is hemophobic? I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like on purpose. So she didn't faint on purpose. It doesn't count. Gotcha.
Just a second.
Coco, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. As if she heard her. Oh, she woke up. Okay. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction. I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. Is she okay? Is she okay? In no time flat, she was just standing up. Is she okay? With that avatar, is she okay? Are you okay? Okay. Ignore the physical contortions you had to go through. Her motions were totally haphazard. Huh? What? Sorry about that. I was just shocked, you know? It happens, right? Was I the only one? Coco, are you okay? I'm fine. Okay, haha. You okay? Is she okay? Now she's laughing? Oh, is that don't do that to my baby! And she's laughing!
What the heck?
Is she okay? He must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. Is she okay? Top has a front and back, a top ending and a bottom. Bottom? What? Bottom? A sea of truth and a web of lies.
Well,
Yeah, she sounds different now. She sounds different. Her avatar, her sprite could be something else. Everything's fine. At least the stutter is all gone. It's a good thing, right? Is she okay?
I see.
It is clear to me that everything is not fine. Her eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be best if we take her back to her room for a time being.
so,
I don't mind taking her. Could someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. Naka. He got ignored. He got ignored. Got ignored. She totally ignored me. Very well. Take care of the girl and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again. Hold on a second. Rushing to the investigation. The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There is no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Like the game Among Us. You have to find. You gotta you gotta find out who done it. That's how you do. Wait, actually, it is Among Us though. It's been a while since I played Among Us. Isn't that right? Monokuma. It's been a while.
of course.
Alright, right. It has a voice. I like the voice. Like this rain. But don't take it as a bad thing. It is just a fact of life because that's how graduation works. My baby! Why? What did she do? What did she do to deserve this though? Then, it's happened again? Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed fellow classmate? What? Does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? There's just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you play to mine if you want. Actually, I don't have any either, sorry.
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing, give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did, Chum.
It's the Monokuma file.
I will file who did it.
See ya later.
So please do your very tippy-top best on this investigation.
No way.
Yes, way. Do we really gotta do another investigation? Yes. Examine the accounts of all of our friends. Are we to suspect all our other friends?
Why?
Hate this. I can't take it anymore.
Oh no!
I don't think anyone would like it. I don't really think anyone would like it at all. So you have that. No one would really like it. Like in honor blah 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 blah. In honor normal circumstances, who would like it though?
Help me!
I have enough. I'm getting out of here.
Hey!
Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such ignorance.
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead Hoy! No, don't say that! My baby! Why? You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If you don't unmask the culprit, we all die. Yeah, that is true, but to jump into it so soon...
What?
What? Do you want to die?
Such ignorance.
Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. Oh wow, oh wow, you're not throwing... Wow, you're just... Okay then.
Damn you!
That body is an object.
Peace piece of shit!
Yeah! Yeah! Chihiro wasn't an object. Show little respect or beat something to ya.
Calm down.
Everyone, stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Yoko!
Because
If we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. If Byakuya is right about that inside Jack is somehow the one to kill Chihiro,
that's right.
unless we do something, more victims start piling up. Forget more victims, if you don't mess up, we're all dead meat.
Hey! Hey!
Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In anyone killing me, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. What? What? I don't remember any rule like that.
Actually,
I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lucky student life would be all over, right? The new rule has been added to the regulations.
So
In
then,
that case, why not limit one person?
hey,
Well, in a good news, you don't want to miss out on the potential of a serial killer angle. This one would totally murder possibility.
punishment is waiting
Farewell for
you.
now. I'll catch you guys at the class trial. I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can keep up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger.
interesting.
It's definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut the hell up!
So,
Well, for now, Takaya and me are gonna drop off Toko at her room. Is Toko gonna be okay?
there is nothing to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation out. Kusui? I think I butchered that. I butchered that so bad. If we don't solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro,
Is that okay?
then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. Okay. First of all, I better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The time of death is around 2 a.m. The body is discovered in the girls' locker room, 2nd floor. The cause of death was a blown a blunt object. Oh, all it says. Like anyone complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. So 2 a.m. Girls' locker room, blood object. Hey Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? You need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what do you need? I'm going to let you. Oh, nice! Finally. Would you cooperate with me during my investigation? Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent? You don't have to word it like that. Why would you word like I'm buying you? It's like you say, I'm buying you to serve me. Like, what am I? Do I look like some, ano? Do I look like some servant? Do I look like a servant to you or something? Huh? Do I look like a servant or anything? No, I just...
Stop talking.
Excuse me. You seem to have some limited views, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. And so you're inviting me to come with you. You're doing it in the most arrogant way as possible, though.
Let's go.
I mean, yeah. You can just say, hey, come with me. But don't say I have to purchase, I want to buy your talent. Like, no. What talent? He's just a lucky student. Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. Triple that. I don't think it'll just happen. I guess I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. How do I save it again? Good bullet. 2 a.m. First locker room, 2nd floor. Blunt object instantly. So we can Wasn't so isn't the death? Okay. Investigation. Isn't the death? I don't know if I think it's this one. There's a dumbbell on the floor and it's a blood stain. Yeah, there's a blood. I can see there's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The monochroma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean the dumbbell was active and murder weapon?
That's right.
I don't imagine it to be anything else. The dumbbell is kinda heavy, and striking it on someone's head, yeah. Knockroom dumbbell has been added, right? Let me just investigate the body of it. My baby. My baby. I could feel the life draining out of my own body. The dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Very strange.
But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be genocide. Yeah, genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but we're not. But we're still not sure how he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. Discounted. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. Must have been splattered on the floor during the murder. Oh, this one. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning behind it? I don't know! Bloodlust? What do you mean? I don't know the meaning behind of bloodlust. It's a literal word. Let me search up the dictionary. What's the meaning? Where's the research? The meaning of bloodlust. Bloodlust. An uncontrollable desire to kill or maim others. It's literally... It's there. It's there though. That's the meaning of bloodlust. Or unless something else. Now, how about this one? It's stained. The poster got some blood in it. Must have happened during the murder. How about this one? How about this one? Triple dot. She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prod. Oh my god. You're a very strange woman, you know. Being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. Triple dot. Seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. Okay, the door. You! I used this locker room all that time. I was from the side of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, think about it. She could have been killed somewhere else instead here. She was very light, that is true. It would be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own, by choice. How did you say that? She's been talking a lot lately how she wants to be stronger. Are you saying she came here to exercise? But according to the former file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
Perhaps.
Let's see. Tina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited to join us more than once, she never showed up. Ahem! So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead, she came to us in the middle of the night.
However,
Perhaps. But it's difficult for me to imagine she will come alone. She did want to start exercise, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needs support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret. She would also have someone with her. She could have come someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Okay, let me read that. This one. Although Shiro wants to get stronger, she requires several invitations from Sakura and Aoi. Okay, despite this, Chihiro stated Chihiro had stated she had decided to help with her efforts. She may have needed someone. Or she needed someone in the locker room the night she was in. How about you? No, not you! No, not you, no. Wrong one. I was looking for... There. You have time to talk. You have time to start investigating. Okay, I just want your input, please. You had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did. Which, I guess explains the trip down here. But, she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after. Hey! I don't support this. I don't know, man. I haven't really thought about that stuff. Because of Chihiro's complex, I can't help but wondering what it might be. Okay. I'll be time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
What?
You was so magical by standing around. You need to check every aspect of the game. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. Good! Because I want justice. Just save. Let me just save. So this is... Wait, I'll just get... Wait now. Wait. So, so, this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to our investigation? You know, when someone dies, I don't know, just everything's related again. Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Okay. Why? I'm asking for help. Why don't you wanna give me help? Why? All I want is help. Why won't you give me? Okay, fine. Be like that. This thingy. Maybe this one was just... Yeah, it can't be. Wait. Camera, no. How about this one? I remember right. This card reader is meant to work with our handles, right?
What?
You have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up to Monokuma. He said that, then quickly sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
Huh? Has he been investigated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's about this card reader.
Yep.
Card readers have all been assigned to the interface link of your history handbooks. You can only enter the locker with a corresponding to the gender listed in the individual handbook. And it is impossible for two people in a row to go through the door while it's unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
There were some sort of erotic tennis in the prowl. The ceiling mounted canister with a Swiss cheese slaughter! And the school regulations prohibit everyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correct! So then, since only girls can go to the girls' locker room, and only boys can go to the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
In other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Get it right?
such ignorance.
Good lord, this is simple. But am I wrong? Yeah, though, isn't that like, I know, no one can borrow the handbook. No one can go in at the same time either. You should pay closer attention to the regulations, huh? Yeah, it is. It's prohibited. The only act of loaning. But borrow. Wait, is there a difference? Is there an actual difference? Wait, is there actually a difference between loaning and borrowing? Or am I just dumb? I think I'm just dumb. Wait, difference between loaning and borrowing. What's the difference? No, lend means to give something, you could clear sign the return. Wait, and no! Borrow means to take and use something that belongs to someone else for a period of time, then return it. I don't get it. I don't get it! I'm a dum-dum. I'm a dum-dum. I'm a dum-dum. I don't get it.
Yoo-hoo-hoo! I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble programming family. So, you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations.
Knowing you, I would bet you played on purpose, didn't you? To add a little excitement to things.
You're treating me like the funny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then.
Wait. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, not people anymore, they're things.
Yep.
Wait. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but... Order to borrow something from something that means someone has to loan, but so,
Who are you?
So sleepy. Just listening to makes me wanna pass out. You were like, yuck, and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest of your own damn self.
Triple down.
That's fine.
Well, I know you are at one point lacking the self-faculty, so I'll fill in myself. Let's head to the main hall.
Main hall?
That will help you understand what's going on. Wait. Whoa, wait. We came to the main hall. So what are we looking for here? Triple dot. Then I have to figure out for myself. What am I supposed to do? Wait. Sandali. Where are you? I need to... Lend me my hand. Wait. Monokuma said something about CHIHIRO. Wait. Where's the log? How do I press the log? Where's the log? How do I do the log? Ayun, transcript. Prevent any tampering. Wait. Monokuma said something. Wait. Since dead people can actually talk, dead people, they're things. Wait, so you can't lend your handbook. To someone, but if you're dead, you're a thing now. If you're dead, you're a thing. Does that mean... Wait. If you're dead, you're a thing. Nothing... Wait. The loophole doesn't mention stealing then eh. Hey, wait. Is there a rule for stealing? Where is the regulation? Is there a rule for stealing? No, not this one. There's stealing. There. Just loaning. Yeah, what? But can you steal one? Like, you stole someone without them realizing it. does that still count as cheating? I don't know. Maybe in a camera. Oh, this one. The hunk of metal blocking the entrance in some kind of machine. What that? What do you mean? Gun camera thing. A surveillance camera? Okay, it's not this one either. What's there gun in the camera? One thing. It's a mailbox. Could there be something inside? Could be a handbook. But are there three? So you finally found them, huh? You know they were here? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then these handbooks belong to... Wait! This is what Konokuma said, right? If they're dead, they're things... They're things now. You can go ahead and confirm to yourself. I made the eternal of the handbooks when I did. You did? Oh, you're right. Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Wait. I feel like I'm starting to get it. So, they could just take... Wait! So they could just take it. They could just... The could just take it and then... Scan it? Tama? I see, now I understand. Wait, the regulations are getting over. What's wrong?
Very strange.
It is strange. Half the handbook won't turn on. Is it broken? What is it? The other handbook showed Zoom posting when I started up. Then the other one that won't turn on must be Neon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, yeah, I remember that. How about the baseball? Yeah, I remember this. The memory of it came flooding back. The cruel punishment, which led to Leon's death. The execution that the masterminds conducted. A cruel, heartless death. Remember that? You're right. I won't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault. Oh.
Damn it!
Oh. Okay.
Hey!
Now I'm
Oh god.
really
Why?
angry.
Why are you angry? Why are you angry? Why? Why are you angry?
The handbook is essential to student life. You're crucial. A super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily.
But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it would break, it would freaking break. Can we stand tons of pressure and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it would do crap. But, even my, well then, even my amazing handbook does one single weak point. It does,
I can't hear
but it's a
you.
secret. I wouldn't want people breaking our handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing its weakness, right?
Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook is actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be?
Is it broke? Wait. Yeah, I know, right? What just happened? I don't know when it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter now. Think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken in hand. Okay, then this should be enough to get things going. Let us begin our investigation in earnest and track down the crook culprit. Yes, I want to find out who killed. Wait. To be exact, not quite. What do you mean not quite? There's something I'm missing? I have to talk to you again? Wait, let me just save. Just save, let me just save. There you go. What do you mean to that? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then you really believe Genocide Jack is going to kill Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
How do I do this again? That murder scene is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous king who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly and slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet... Wait, this was mentioned before. Genocide Jack. They say if the person has killed so many people already, then they but get reported. Like 1,000 is a big, it's a big number. Especially for like what, a body count? Even just 5 is only big. 5 for a body count is big already. Still, you could be really one of the demented psychotic killer like that. You're not wrong to wonder. But where's me little right now? I have something that will prove it. I can show you. What? No, not the door! What is it? What do you mean? Contact fight. What precisely? Okay, can you really think? Wait.
Don't make me repeat myself.
And I have a basis. I can assure you. What's the basis? Can you prove? You're taking me to point A to point B.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one who killed Chihiro. Evidence? Evidence? Evidence! And you two. Trouble. Need your help.
I don't have time to play
Please,
with
leave
you.
us alone.
Because, I mean...
It's an emergency. Come on, please, you gotta help me. Wait, let me just save. I want to do the investigation, but everyone keeps jumping left and right. What is it? What is it? What is it? Please! Serious emergency, please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay?
I mean...
What is it? What happened?
Well...
Something's wrong with Coco. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was laughing earlier. What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Coco, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay, he already said the line. Didn't expect that. Not for sure you just say no. Would that be the end of it?
Yeah!
Okay, come on, hurry! Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Dorms? Coco's room. Okay, we'll go to the Coco room. Well, are we even investigating or going point A to point B? But to be fair, we're gathering fruit bullets, so yes? What is it here? Coco inside. Find an emergency. I just ding dong. Did I just ding dong it? Okay, fine, I'll talk. I'm talking the wrong person. Okay, sorry na. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency?
So...
Well, after what happened at the locker room, we left Coco and continued to lay down. After a while, I came up to check on her, you know, how she was doing. It was weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Really weird stuff.
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Is she okay? Knock knock! Knock knock, hello? No? The door swung open, slowly and silently. You okay? Are you okay? Oh, is she okay? An hour of negativity. Yeah. An hour of negativity flowed up from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What?
You okay?
Oh, nothing. It's just that
Is she okay?
Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Okay?
Leave me alone.
Are you okay?
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open
She's
up
shaking!
just for a second?
Shaking violently.
Won't allow it.
You okay?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
I want it. Have control. What? This is that she can't burn my teeth. I wanted Genocide Jack have control. This acted like that the whole time when I ran it a while ago. Oh. Drive out the killer. Drive out the emergency team. Doesn't make any sense, right? I was thinking to the house, so I tried to bust her down. But I felt something was holding it shut on the other side. It couldn't budge it. Goku was scared of the Bari door. Same with Yakuya. She thinks the serial killer genocide Jack really murdered Hiro. That's why Goku is so scared. Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Help! Maybe Akuya. You think you could ask her to come out of her room with me? Triple dot.
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. Huh? You can talk to her? Just be a nice person you want to. Triple dot. Yakuya stood in front of the door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments... Oh!
What do you want?
Leave me alone, you're so annoying! Bakula. Really Dracula.
It's Yakuya.
Oh! Oh! I'm sorry, I couldn't keep a What promise? But don't- Ano promise? Won't burn ever again? I won't let Genocide have control ever again. Maybe that the door's not shut. Do those two have something going on? Those two have something going on. They're doing something. There's something going on. There's something else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on! Hey, Yaka, what Yaka was talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one for delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Yeah, okay, I'll stay here, keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Oh, then let's go. They don't wait for a reply. Vyaka is sped away. Okay. Going to catch up. I tried to talk him several times as we walked, and he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept walking towards the destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a certain room. What room? Library? Homeland, let's go in. I'm sure the others are investigating. Wait. There's something. I feel like there's something going on between Yakuya and Toko. I'm pretty sure those two there's something going on between those two. I'm pretty sure. Is this the evidence that proves that Genocide Jack was still in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Wait. Where? Actually, look, the letter. Ah. No point. What am I supposed to look at the book? See? Oh, okay. Ba? Okay, the book then. There's no point. Oh, then what? I keep getting points. This one? No. Where? This? No. Where? This? Where? 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 Not this, not this, not this. The lamp? Lamp? I don't know what you... freaking need the disc? Where? The disc? This thing? There's no clue. Where do you want me to look? You? I want to look at you then. Is this the evidence that this is just the
Don't
library?
make me repeat.
Where? Where is it? The camera? Where's camera? Last time I was watching this, he was killed. You know what happened? He was forced to go through this. The monitor? The monitor? No, the door? I remember. And also this door. The archive. There's an archive behind this door. Let me go inside. In here?
Let's go.
An archive? There was an archive? I don't think I saw this in my previous playthrough. So much dust too.
So, in other words,
I would say there's some value to this place and do the dust. So, the floor. The wooden box empty, but look! I don't know what you call that. There's like mark. There, yeah, look, smudges. What was? Extension cord plug in there. Extension cord, okay. Extension cord, huh? The lamp. I don't know, maybe the lamp. This lamp. Oh, he used the extension cord.
what?
So probably that lamp. Let's see before I move it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought it would put to good use. I don't know. Why would this not have something to do with the murder? See this one. The shelf is stuffed with the file. But think about it, it was random. Random nga eh! But it's random. How do you go sharp eye?
That's right.
That's the report on the president. Ano? Assassination? The original script at the National Library. It will be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs might end up completing it. No sound. I return the copy to the shelf. Not this one. Maybe this one? How many files?
That's enough.
So much. How would you know? Dangerous. They all teach that the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones controlling real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There's some very interesting people in there. Interesting, right? Am I? It's behind him! Why? Ay! Why? There's a ton of stuff in the bookshelf. If you're looking... If you're looking to them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are pretty graphic. Disturbing photos, all from all kinds of sites. The kind of thing that any normal person would ever want to look at. Be careful. What do you mean? All those files. How does this place have an archive for all these things? How? It doesn't. How? How does this place have like archive stuff for archive stuff for presidential that the secret society or something? This. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not kind of thing expect to leak. And how does this place got this? So are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here.
Interesting.
Yeah, but how? How does this place have classified government documents with these records? How?
things can't be real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything doesn't fit your preconceived reality, you label it a lie.
Well, it's not just that. It's not like I totally disbelieve it, but I mean, there's so much.
Yeah, how could anyone put it together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope Peak truly wields, or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. That's some odd entertainment choices.
Really odd.
But how still, how do you get all these documents?
What's wrong? You still can't believe it?
How about you?
You believe it so easily, things like that are usually impossible.
What do you mean usually? Usual? Normal? Ordinary? Simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, then you don't understand the nature of everything. Okay then. Okay, whatever you say. Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? I'm literally built different. Oh my god. You read all these documents more than once. You read it, but you said earlier crosshairs. Are you not afraid? I'm not afraid.
But all of this at the top secret stuff, like, so why?
Huh. My family has been... Oh! My family has a reading room just like this at their home, but it's bigger and not as dusty. Members... Wow! Members of the Kagami family have access to any variety of government-related documents, that includes foreign powers as well as domestic. Yeah, how is it possible?
So, in other words,
I already told you. There's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. Oh. And I have with me the bloodline that will allow me to rent it. One day bend the world at my will. Wait, I was doing But to become such ruler, I must know all the levels of this world, backwards and forward. So whenever I have the time, I like to review whatever documents and materials interest me. Which is why I can proclaim, without a doubt, the materials gathered here are the real thing. Damn, your family must be that powerful, huh? That place actually scared me more than the mastermind. Wait. If your family is this powerful, then why aren't they doing anything to help you? Why are they doing anything in the situation? And what always interests me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. Excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my favorites is the Genocide Jack case.
As he talked, Jack have grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
that's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled here. Because there are so many. Allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics. Ang tawag doon? In every Genocide Jack murder.
Oh, hello! Welcome! Welcome to this. Welcome.
Hello, Doctor. Welcome. The first characteristic is at the crime scene, the word blood dust is written the victim's own blood. I'm currently looking for CHIHIRO. I want my baby. I want my baby. The second. Hey! Why? 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 Just why? Why would you show this to me again? Why would you show this to me again? Baby! baby. It's my baby. Please. Not my baby. I'm just bummed out. Like, why? Of all people, why? 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 Just why? Blood dust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. Bakit siya? Like, my CHIHIRO of all people! If you're surprised, the best one is yet to come. In the second class to this case, where the victims are suspended. No one wants to know about that particular fact, where the members of the boys and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Wait, mali. In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about the aspect of each plan. Only key officials and the bulol ako. Only officials and the killer himself knew about the. Wait, sandali. How do I get the log? How do I get the log? How do I get the log? Wait. By all accounts, nobody. How does the media did not find? How did the media not find out? How did the media not find out about this? How? Now, if you recall CHIHIRO's corpse, her body was certainly mounted with passion. So how could the killer know about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
In other words,
The culprit isn't a copycat. It's the real, innocent Jack. Okay,
in other words,
that right there's an evidence genocide Jack is hidden himself among the rest of us. So it's among, literally among them. Such a brutal, fiendish, such a brutal, fiendish kill. Such a brutal, fiendish killer is walking around.
interesting.
Things are starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined that killer with such reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be a good for you to take a look at what we've already seen? We might just manage to ferret out of the word.
Such ignorance.
Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking. If you get on your knees and beg, I might keep. Why would I get on my knees and beg? There's no way I would ever get down on my knees and beg. There's no way at all. I don't wanna. No, you're not taking me. Yeah. About the genocide Jack please file. You let me see it?
That's fine.
But I didn't beg. I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. But why? But why? Yakuya handed me the file. I flipped through it with 10 nervous fingers. Only my hand stopped. I had reached the page where the photos from the scene of the crime had all been collected. Oh dear. Victim and Harada office worker murderer took place in the part victim. Multiple stab wounds across the body to the same scissors. What scissors are these? What scissors are these? This has to be large scissors because my god, look at the size of scissors were used in the murder custom made. Huh. And Harada 32, Tetsuhiro Honda 17. Dojitaku. I think I'm already butchering everything here. I'm botching everything here.
Yeah. I'm not gonna
try. I think I'm gonna just ruin every pronunciation here. One thing perfectly clear as I read. All of the first counterfeiters were killed and suspended exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left with the victim's own blood. Take a look at the next page. You'll find some other interesting tidbits. Page? What next page? Okay, result. All crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time where the killing case was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on this fact, it could be suggested that the suspect would be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect didn't linger the scene, but when they leave, they were in a panic. It was an idea never come forward. It was unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So, in other words,
The key point here is that culprit may well have a split personality. I don't think it's a bit different. I think it's different. I really think it's different. But this one more way of the reboot thing, the idea is something now. Maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. I think the whole this is different from the whole disassociative thing. I think it's different from this.
let's go.
Very different from what I think. Alright, we should get going soon. Where are we going? Anywhere but to take our business here, haven't we?
Ah, wait!
As usual, Yakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out. Excuse me. I hurried out and ordered the library to catch up. Why are you always in a hurry? Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things to take care of before the class trial. Just all of a sudden, just all of a sudden, why? Why are you leaving all of a sudden? Oh my god.
I don't have time to play with you.
Enough of your annoying must after him. But you said we'd work together! You said we'd work together. Looking forward, but you said!
Goodbye.
You said. But you said we'd be like, we'll fight. But that was... I thought we'd be working. Why? I thought we were working together. Why? Why would you leave? I thought we had something. Why? Are you just tossing me away? Like, you just use me. The elephant on someone's face. Yeah, I know, right? Getting tossed around. At the same time, I covered some really important things to him. He looks like Jack. He's the one that killed CHIHIRO. That murder scene. He's one of us. Who is it? I have to follow no matter what it takes. To do that, I have to somewhere to go to the scene one more time. Crime scene, the girls' locker room, the boys' locker room, and the others. So we're finding everyone then. Where is it? Is it here? I think it's here. Yeah. And I will check the girls' bathroom because I think everyone's there eh. Oh yeah, your witness.
Fumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if...
Another static case for me.
What did you find?
I can't reveal that just yet,
That's it. I'm sure of it.
but I guarantee that I will find what I found will steal the killer's blood from his lungs.
What did you find?
Oh yeah, Miss Rudenberg said she'd used something like that too. Really, what did you
Well,
see?
it would seem.
Can you please tell me, like when girl bully voice? Why does he sound like... No! try. So where's Celeste? The warehouse by the dorm. She was there, but at the same time not there. What do you mean? Wait, let me check the girl's map. Since the investigation, I think that has been disabled na. Just save. This one. Heal, no, okay. So blood loss. Okay. This will especially weak. The blood in her soul.
Forgiveness.
Oh dear lord. To target such a helpless being. Unforgivable. How can wretch beast do such a thing? Oh, Hero's such a baby precious. So, have you made any progress in investigation? Generally speaking,
However,
I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. What is it?
well,
Nothing to worry about. This wasn't a murder. But
so then,
before I go, let me give you a piece of advice. You should examine Christina's body one more time thoroughly. If her handbook is missing. Oh, much to determine her about.
goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. So investigate the body and find the handbook. Okay. What is Christina's handbook is missing? Nawawala. Why is it missing though? Let me check. Examine the body one more time. Thoroughly. Are you gonna touch it? You're shot anyway. Let's see. We're like everyone's leaving us. Why? The hero's hands are bound with some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her outside a specific position. What? The plug. Wait! The archives earlier. I think. Wait, didn't the archives have a dusty drawer-ish? Had a dusty drawer-ish. So then, this isn't a rope at all. The more I think about it, the more that's not only what concerns me. Hero's fatal injury blow to the head. Yeah, it's a dumbbell, right? Suspended the fatal blow. Wait, so she was hit first and then suspended. Wait! Taboo. Something not quite right. Wait, if it's a serial killer then... Wait, if it's a serial killer, wait. What people finding how all this was together? It's a combination of the rope. This is CHIHIRO. Yeah, I know it's the archives! I mentioned it! It's in the archives! It's in the damn archive! It's in the archive! How do I leave again? I need to check. Talk. Did I talk to you? No. Yes. Big first dump on the floor. Okay, put the head or the weapon. Obviously. That's in the carpet. Okay. Put this one. The blood is all one of blood, just like those other in back cases. Every time the word blood is within the victim's own blood. Why? Follow suicide by rope. It's not rope if it has a plug. It's the head. Just kill her. Take a blow if there's any reason. If it's a serial killer, then it should be consistent. What does it mean? Certain space. I'm trying. Case file. Okay. Do I have it? Do I have it? Where? What should I check? This thing? Bloodstain poster? Already part what? Why do you need to notice that? Like, where the murder? Oh, the girl's rock with the scene. Wait! The girl's this. I think I'll find something find this. Yeah, isn't this? Wait. Yeah, this is supposed to be the boys' locker room. Wait. Wait. How? Wait. How do I leave again? Yeah, that's... Wait, that's my boy? If it's not there, then... This poster. Boy band, and... If it's there... Why would the... You won't usually see this in a boy... Oh. Someone's like skip the boys' locker room. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's it then. Boys' locker room, there's a popular poster of a popular boy band. The girls, there's a girls' locker room. There's a poster of a princess. Yes, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The poster is Sprites though. From the locker room. You can switch. You can switch in any case. The same thing from carpet. Where is it? Is there stain here? Maybe there's a pool? Okay. Why can't I go to the pool earlier? There's something here? This thing? This thing? I'm in! Come back to the lockers. Okay. This side. This one? Side? What can I notice? It's literally nothing. It's nothing, isn't it? Nothing. This thing? Wait, I checked it! So there's nothing talaga. There's nothing cool. Why would there... I need a boys' locker. Then I have to go to the library. And then find... No! No. I have to get into... to Celeste. And then... Oh! This thing. A bunch of people did it. I tell. Not. Oh! Not this. The camera. The race camera. Okay, no, that's one. What the card reader now? Where's not the card reader? And of course, this thingy. I don't. This donut. Not the donut. This one? You know, the gun? Of course, not this one either. But haven't I checked? Have I checked this? Can I check this place? Yeah, I have checked this place. The pool. This is the pool. Haven't I not checked this? Have I not done this? Okay, blood stain. Bloodlust, and then thing. The girl's walking, yeah. There's something here on the floor? Oh, you said the same thing. Yeah, you said the same thing. The warehouse. The monitor will do even anything. What am I missing? Issue must simulate to discover. What is it? What am I lacking? The boys' locker room? Really? The boys' locker room. Hey, carpet thing. And then this thing. Yeah. Do I have anything else? Camera is here. Is there in the pool? Am I missing something? Am I missing something then? I'm missing something. That's the only one there. The only one there. Doctor? Guess not. See, there's... What am I... There's something here. Sakura, could you help? With the lockers? Sakura can help with the lockers then. Where though? Where? Where? How? 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 No, not this one. What's you? What do you think? It's a locker. It's not inside the girl's locker room, right, Sakura?
Of course.
I use it every day since it opened up. Sometimes we gotta use it together. So let me ask you something. Ayun! Do you think the poster of the girls and boys locker room can be switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never paid attention to the posters. I see.
However,
But there is something that's bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. In the warehouse. Not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of action. Okay, protein. Okay. Let's put on the carpet. Left a stain. Stain? Oh, it's... Wait! Wait. The stain.
of course.
Wait, the stain has disappeared. The simulation the house found it up. But is it unusually clear as if there was stain to begin with? The stain is literally... What do you think? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, this is what you mentioned. Let's see. Wait, the stain, if it's coffee, it should be brown. But it's in here. In here though. There's no brown stain. She just said there's a freaking stain on the carpet! Wait, oh wait. Wait a minute. Wait lang. Wait. I think I'm starting to see something. It's appearing stain. But then there's like there's a brown stain on the other on the boys' locker room. There's a brown stain in the boys' locker room. I'm suggesting coffee. And then the posters are... Ito yun! This has to be the coffee though. And then this... Yeah, so, wait. There's locker room. Among some boys, so you're saying So wait, if the rug, wait, if this was in the blood here, was in the poster. Wait a minute. Wait. This one. The blood of poster, the girl. A supermodel popular on the boys, but it's on the girls' locker room. While a boy band is popular with girls, but it's in the boys' locker room. Hey! So the thing is popular with the girls is in the girls' locker room, while the one popular with the boys is in the boys' locker room. And then, the stain clearly. This is like the only stain I can think of. It's coffee. And this is like the color of coffee or something. Wait. That case. Wait, if that's the case then. So I can leave now. It's the library. If that's the case. Wait. I have something in mind. Something is brewing in my head. But the thing is, I'm not sure how it. Isn't it? Is it? No, not the dust. This test lamp. Lamp will turn on. Let's plug in. The lamp force up one get out from here. Okay, so I can use this extension board. But there's no extension board here. Wonder if I don't know. Why is everything so obvious? Wait, if I'm right, there should be dust here. One box is empty. Extension cord. Dito yung files are here. What's gonna be somewhere? Gone? Looking up the archive. Wow! Wait. Yeah, so Bianca's probably not it out. So that ruins. So that just stops everything. Let's just stop the wait. So wait. Our next target is Celeste. Where are you? Something storage room. Something storage room. That's what I know. Something storage room. Something storage room. Oh, you! Maybe you should confess our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it, I'm sorry for you, Rachel, because I wasn't strong enough. There's just something. There's just some. I think I have an idea. I have the idea, but I have questions. I have questions. I have a big idea. Where's the? Wait. This is the dorm. If I remember, these are the dorms. And how do I open up the map again? Okay, so the storage room is, I think it's this one. Ah! This one. Here. So, you're here. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. There's absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food, clothes, to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you ever found any way to the case?
Most
I
unfortunate.
knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talk about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then did you find something? Very well, I will tell, and only you.
Actually,
Last night, I saw her here. Wait, why? Hero was in the warehouse. But why? It
indeed.
was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Why?
Oh, I was just...
Why though?
Are you
what?
planning to go exercise, perhaps?
Oh.
What? How did you know?
Oh.
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Was she the last one who saw her?
Oh, you're right. Thanks.
Well, she was the... Well, Celeste was the last one who saw her then.
Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Ah, look at her. She's alive and well. Oh, she's alive and well. She stuffed the jacket in her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was like to hide it. Just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I'm sure she was really stocked up to go exercise in the morning, but she would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girl's locker. Huh? She had broken the rule, nothing would ever have happened. Hey! No, don't say that! So apparently, she went to the girl's locker room late at night without anyone knowing. The strange thing is, there was no trace of sack jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Taylor carrying. Which means the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. And there has to be something here, pa. There's more, there's so many things here, wait. There's all kinds of stuff piled up everywhere. Towels, jackets, they just put together a good collection of clips. Now let's see this one. There's all kinds of stuff piled up everywhere. Okay. No. About this one. Okay, no, let's see. How about the box? Is this it? Is this the fridge that Sayaka mentioned? I'll say it's no working here. What's this thing? There's all kinds of... Okay, there's nothing... There's nothing here though. And wait. Just save. There has to be something. Wait. There has to be something. Okay, that's the thing. No, not this one. Empty. Okay. Okay, let's try finding this Yahoo. Wait, there has to be a map. How do you open the map? How do you open the map? How do I open the map? Wait. A map, ayun. Where is... Dining hall? Okay. Wait, why are you in the dining hall? Should you keep watch of Coco? Shouldn't you keep watching? You should be though, you're the one in charge. Why are you here? How's Coco doing? As before, she won't come out. She just keeps saying, she just keeps mumbling on something about genocide Jack. So I just left. Why? You left her, why? 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 You shouldn't. You should not have done that.
Yeah.
But don't worry, I'm gonna head downstairs and done eating. Coco is not exactly present, I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut! Of course. Oh, her mouth is so cute. Donuts are nice. Donuts taste good. I bet you will like eat her donut. Maybe. Or maybe it's just you saying that. I should spend some more time with her. Food is more responsibility. But responsibilities are important too! You can't just ignore it. Who did you spend time with?
Well,
I spent time! I spent time with CHIHIRO though! That's a bit strange. We didn't hang out enough girls much. They're trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even you, though you and her invited you to exercise with you, she always refused.
yeah, totally.
Sure, and it wasn't just us. It was just we stayed away from all these girls. Why? I was shy. I don't talk to boys all the time. I don't think it's weird at all. Maybe she used to guys. What is her? What? The law says you can't judge a book by its cover. I never saw that kind of girl. Okay. Oh! Okay. Done. So it's done. You're saying it's done.
So, I'm getting tired of waiting.
Yeah.
Plunge right in.
You sure?
It's the moment you've all been waiting for.
Sure.
The class trial. You remember
Yes.
where to meet,
I
right?
know where to meet.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you
But
soon.
napiyak niya. Piyak niya ba yung piyak niya? Hindi na class trial or it's about to begin. The red door is right through here. Wait lang. Wait! Time for justice, yes, but I'll be right back. It's a short thing. I'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back. And this time we'll be serving justice. Okay? I'm back. Wait, I forgot to change it. This is the class file. Wait. I forgot to change it. There. I need fix. I think it's good. Yeah, there we go. Alright, there we go. There we go. Now it's perfect for a class trial. Now we're perfect for a class trial. There. We're perfect. We're perfect for a class trial. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's time to save it. There. Now we're ready for a class trial. Time to deliver justice. Go. Why? Who would have done that? Everyone's here.
And so, everyone's like, what? I'm not blind. Are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here.
Toko is?
We don't remember?
Just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's the crucial part of class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, I'll go ahead and drag her out. Taking just one more click.
And just like that, we said a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. Are you okay? I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't even drag a girl around. You okay? Okay, she's mad then.
Now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle to the elevator. Let's get the show on the road.
Okay, let's do this. Finally!
Let's go.
So, finally time to file for Skilled Hero. Chihiro. It was so I'm friends! I'm besties with Chihiro though! Why? Why would you kill? Why? And that murder is one of us. Someone standing right here. Just... How do I save? Save it through this. Okay. Let's talk to What? No time. Let's go. There's no choice, right? You have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked forward to the elevator with shaking legs. Each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions. I couldn't stop speculating. One of them! The steel box sat with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper to the ground. And as we get deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and it continued the same hesitation until it finally came to a sudden stop. Now we're here. What do you think? I redecorated. Is this so fresh? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good. You're replaying though. I gotta say, don't hate it. I don't know.
Well,
Okay then, let's get the show on the road.
thrills, chills, kills!
Finally. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. Riddle defends fate, and a deadly fast trial. Yes, I want to save data. This is trial prep. Set skills. I have skills. SP13 na to. Algorithm. Increases speed of memorizing. Yeah, it's for this model is for This model is for for class trial. This one is actually specified for class trial. Let's see. Just save. Maybe just reread nga. How many bullets? 16, okay. 2 a.m. locker room, second floor. Instant kill with a blunt object. Sakura. CHIHIRO declines several invitations from Sakura and Aoi. To avoid them. Okay. She may have been meeting from the locker room like she was murdered. This is the murder weapon, clearly. On this account. Hold it. Anyone willing to listen, she wants to get stronger. She admires something else, hard leader. Okay. So, male student to the boys' locker room, female to the girls. Any someone handbook the violation? Okay. Havoc each student has died space, female must die in hall. Then something broke. One of the handbook broke. Everyone of I assume that Leon's handbook, but one of them says it's not. And this is the case. Still the same way, mounted in the wall, blood loss, and personality. Okay, so CHIHIRO kept her distance from other girls, but it's no longer the guy. This one is clearly coffee. I have an idea. I have like a vague idea. But excuse me, I'm just drinking water. A really vague idea, but I want to see it. If I'm right. Like since Sakura spilled coffee, and then she said it disappeared, but then in the boys' locker room there's stain, which kind of fits this. I have so many questions, but I need to get answers. But here we are! Finally!
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So,
Yes.
your votes will determine the results.
Yes.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
Everyone
then
dies.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived
Everyone
everyone else
dies.
will graduate.
If we pick the wrong one.
Okay then. So, first off,
What is it?
let's talk about the murder weapon!
It's the dumbbell! the final blow. Why are we arguing it? It's literally a dumbbell. Why do we have to argue over a dumbbell? Yeah, that is that one.
CHIHIRO's fatal injury.
It's literally a dumbbell.
Appears it was a head wound.
Yeah, it was.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument.
Yes.
What kind of blunt instrument?
What do you mean, what kind? What kind?
Iron pipe.
No, it's not. Weren't you in the same room as everyone else
It
before?
certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Weren't you in the same room first? Have you forgot? Oh. Yeah.
CHIHIRO's
I wonder why it
fatal
is.
injury.
I was
It
totally.
appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file,
Weren't you there?
used
Like,
a blunt instrument.
wasn't everyone there?
Blunt instrument could it have been?
Like,
I bet it was an iron pipe.
no, it wasn't.
No, it's wrong.
Did you not see it? Weren't you in the girls' locker room for a
Can we
moment?
agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime?
Have you
It
forgotten?
was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of
Have they
injury.
forgotten?
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
Oh my god. Yeah, like, how could you? Weren't you there? Weren't you like creeped out, like discussing with the whole scene and everything? Oh god, there's dumbbells.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
Yes.
You looked at her head?
There was a dumbbell! No! There was a dumbbell on the floor! Oh my god! Are everyone blind? No.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion
Ow.
of the culprit.
How?
Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
Uh-huh.
What? For real?
Ryuji.
CHIHIRO's killer is
Sort of the usual persona.
fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Huh? Genocide Jack. The serial killer. Did he really kill CHIHIRO? A new element? Sure, what is it? White noise will appear to disrupt your actions. If you just disappear with this, this was opposite to this white noise. Press the right mouse button. Oh, I can shoot on the white noise. I will shoot the mark. Oh, okay, I have to aim it. Ask gentle, noise will be critical. Which means if we have a silence, just go situation button. We did with gentle. We went with normal, I think. How is it?
The culprit is Genocide Jack.
This?
I'm sure.
Oh, it's that!
It's closed, as far as I'm
Oh, it's that! The purple one.
That's impossible!
Oh!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Oh, okay.
Come on! There's
Why?
just no proof for it.
This one.
No, that's wrong.
There's proof. Because the case file is not revealed to the public, that's why.
I might know one reason he could be
That's
involved.
not show it to the public much.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library.
You mean we? Bianca was
I
there.
guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
Hmm?
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
That's a weird
The
part.
lie of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
Okay, fine.
More importantly, it outlines all the
But it does-
specifics of every Genocide Jack case
Not related
in
to the
exceeding
case.
detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The
Huh?
first is that a bloody message is
Yes,
found
it's
written at the
bloodlust.
scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
What? No! Well, what do you mean by... What do you mean by that? What do you mean? What do you mean by... What do you mean by... What do you mean? What do you mean by... What do you mean? No! You... Dunderhead, no!
No. It's actually bloodlust.
Yeah! Oh my god!
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never
Would
been
you
made
say
public.
bloodlust? No, it's not that!
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't
Why?
you tell them, Makoto?
Why would I? Why would you tell them? If you know, why would you say it? It's the hang thingy. The hang thingy. The hang thingy.
Apparently, in every genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a
I
certain
think-
way.
Joker is in your life or something? I won't say no. I'm saying.
Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher ups.
Oh,
in
maybe
the
I'm
police
if you like
department.
Hina. If you like Hina. Fine. Not judging here.
Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Nothing. Don't worry about it.
So, how
Trust
did the
me, there's
culprit
nothing to
know
worry about
this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
Don't worry. Don't worry.
There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way.
Yes, wait.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
It's Among Us.
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
Huh?
What?
Sakura is pretty. Like, Sakura's good too. Sakura's good too.
Genocide Jack's true identity
Just
is
what?
Toko Fukawa.
But yeah, I know, right? Like, yeah, it's you. Points at yeah, sure, it's you.
Okay, wait, hold on a second.
Like, it's you. Case closed, done.
Has like blood
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, I know. Like, I was like, wait, what?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
He just like, shh, it's you, ding dong.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
You sound so sure too. Real for sure, but it's like, what do you mean it's me? No! If it's with Toko, would also not be Toko. That's not just one person. But look at the people, right? It was mentioned. It was mentioned in the. How do I do this again? Oh my god, what is this? Oh my god, what is this? No! What is this? Huh? Ano to? What do you mean, how could I? This one? Ah! What is this word? What is this word? I don't know! What is this word? I don't know this word! Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Wait, we're done with the debate? Pastor, it's a blackened. Woohoo! What was the word? How did they got into that? Photo. However, my phone is not a blackened. Too bad. What? What was the word? I didn't know the word. Gosh, I wonder how everyone has something funny.
Is this really the end for all of us?
I just said we get another shot. Yes.
I refuse to give up yet.
With the power of determination. No, I'm not the killer. For sure. Not with Toko. That is the first video picture, right? Yeah, but what's the word? What's the word for this? S. Huh? There's no backseat, no backseat, no back. I'm smart, don't worry. See? Oh, okay, I know the word. Wait, why is this the word? Why is this the word? Wait, I know the word now. Wait, why is this the... Wait. I mean, I'm waiting. I mean, is it the real word? It should fit though. It should fit. It should fit though. Even the reward should at least fit. I think it should fit.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
It was mentioned, yes. It was mentioned in the case file thing.
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
They thought so.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that
The
about
word is
Miss
big.
Fukawa
I know the word is really big, but I'm pretty sure it will fit. But then I think it would be harder for it to be spelled out. That's the meaning.
Perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, sure. Okay, let's go. Sure. Yeah, sure.
Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
She did laugh. Must assume her behavior. Yeah, this her behavior changed though. She changed.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
Yes.
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's
Then
corpse.
she started laughing.
And then, when she woke up...
I don't... This happened. Whatever this is. It became different. Yeah, it became different though. That's not... Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to...
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
You okay?
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood,
We're talking about...
and one that obviously can.
Okay.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Wait, he did mention that, I know, can't let Genocide Jack control something. He did mention that. Yun! She did mention this. She mentioned this, I remember.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in.
Prevent from everyone getting hurt.
It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What? I really don't think that's how it works.
Toko was afraid of
I don't think this is how it works, but
of killing even more people.
I don't think this is really how it works. How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
Yeah.
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this?
Huh?
No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Why?
Last
Why?
night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a
promising
strange
mention?
conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time.
Is this the promise?
And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
Okay then.
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
Said you wouldn't tell
Yeah, this
anyone.
is the promise that, you know. This is the promise though.
Promised? I can't believe you lied!
Oh, the voice acting
You
nice.
have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little
Okay
story.
then.
I didn't ask you to.
Okay then.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Okay. Oh jeez.
Besides, you broke your promise first.
Promise. What are you talking
You
about?
said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone.
What?
But in spite of that promise,
Okay. I'm sorry to keep the promise, but won't never again. I won't. Wait.
promise you would go out with me.
Okay.
That's the only reason I promised.
Okay
How
then.
many times do I have to tell you? I never said that.
Oh.
But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried.
Okay.
I swear I tried to control it.
She gonna cry?
But your efforts were useless.
Oh
What a
wow. Yaku's not
disappointment.
throwing. God, he's just. Dear God.
I hate you.
Oh God.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left
You
is to
mean-
hear from the person in question directly.
What do you mean?
Person, you don't mean.
Oh, he's gonna. The thing! Toko's body suddenly back. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but the next second. How?
Hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Why does she sound like Harley Quinn or something?
What the heck?
Sounds like. Wait, she sounds like Harley a bit. She sounds like Harley.
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
Is her tongue elongated that much?
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
Why Jill? Wait, Jack? Whatever.
What is this?
Okay.
What happened to you?
How? Did she just thud like that? How? How did.
Toko, that's a loser name.
How?
What happened is a textbook split personality.
I don't think that's how it works, but okay then.
One of them happens to be a
Then why is
serial
the tongue so
killer.
long?
You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
How did her tongue turn so long? How did her eyes turn like that? Did her head grow bigger? Or is it just me? I think her head grew bigger.
So intense.
When she kicked, her head just got bigger.
They say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
I think. No, she doesn't have fangs. She's just straight up.
This one is so different from the one we've
She
come
doesn't
to
have
know.
fangs. She doesn't have fangs.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know.
Yeah, that's the possession. It's not. I don't think split personality works like this at all. It's more like it just.
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or
How is her
in the depths
tongue
of every
pushing
truth lives
like
a
that?
little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the
Oh!
sun.
I swear her voice sounds like Harley Quinn. I like this. I like this sprite of her. It's kinda cute though. This is the murder like that. It's not a thing.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a
Like-
question?
Wait.
What's up?
I am cute. This is a cute one from her. Oh, this is cute. This is a cute sprite. This is a cute sprite. I like this one.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation.
I like that one. That's so cute. That's so cute.
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds.
I swear.
Just kidding.
How is her like the tongue goes places?
It's not true.
The tongue's going places.
It's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
Okay?
Another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Okay.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain.
I know, right?
What
Monokuma is so
is to
good.
hurt other people.
So cute. Again, I have to mention, I want a soft cute
It's a
Monokuma.
necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself.
I really think her
causes
head got
pain
bigger.
for
Or her hair.
everyone.
I'm not sure.
Just kidding again.
The voice acting is great though. The voice acting is really great.
This should be enough to convince you. This
The voice acting is really great. The voice acting is
is
really great.
responsible for Chihiro's death.
But we gathered so much other
There's
evidences.
clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
Gonna use it.
Motive.
Motive.
Remember what Monokuma told us?
Uh-huh.
If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed.
Huh?
Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about genocide
Oh.
death. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
Did they get 2 different voice actors for this?
Sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Did they get 2 voice actors for this?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
I like her voice so much. I love Danganronpa's
Do you
voice.
really expect any of us to believe you?
We're not yet done.
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Hold on. Maybe you're totally right about that, but don't you still bother me? What you said, I'm looking for details on all this. Okay. Kaya to. What's the argument? Status of the dead body. It's dead!
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You
Okay.
say that, but do you really
Okay.
expect
I need more
any of
time.
us
I have
to
11
believe
minutes. 12 minutes.
If you had an alibi, that would change
What's
things.
bothering you, ba?
Oh, an alibi, huh?
What is it? What is it, Goku? What is
When you
it?
compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
What do you mean by that?
Give it up. You killed her.
What is the focus? Hero's body. That must have the answer. I mean, didn't they say the the picture?
I didn't kill anyone.
Like, there's a picture, right? Just to, diba?
Perhaps if you had an alibi.
Isn't that like a thing for books as well?
Now we're talking.
Like,
When
I
you
think,
compare your past murders to
I
this
think, wait.
incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
This one.
What more proof
I missed
do we need?
I missed it. I missed hitting
Give it
that.
up. You killed her.
Oh, I have. Oh God! So that's how you. Oh. Okay. Sorry.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
Okay. It's not connected to this one.
But do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi.
So I don't hit any of these things because I lost time.
Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus
This one.
operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
I hate this game.
You killed her.
I hate this game.
You say that, but do you really expect?
Yes. Oh,
When you compare your
their voice.
Modus operandi
Yan.
matches completely.
No, what's wrong?
In Attack on Titan, they kind of made like a couple of characters and then they just died in the same
The
episode.
methods of murder really
Maybe it's just
exactly
something
the
to
same.
establish things, I guess. To establish how things work. Because that's how it usually is from what I know. Like wait, in Attack on Titan, like one of the first 2 episodes, one of the newly graduated scouts, I think they were killed immediately as they were introduced. Just to like prove a point, but just to show off like how Titans are or something. I think for the first 2 episodes, I don't remember which one.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases
Yeah,
and
there
this one.
is a difference.
How's it any
Like
different?
if serial killer.
You don't know.
If there's a serial killer, the serial killer has a pattern on killing blah blah blah. Has like some sort of pattern.
I murder with passion and conviction.
I like the passion in the voice acting too.
Consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce.
I'm hungry about my noodles. I want
What
noodles.
happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
I don't know what she's talking about.
This is no creation of mine.
I don't know what the heck are those 2 last
Let
things.
me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense.
Please
There
do.
are 2 clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Photos. Look at the neck and the stomach. This one.
I got it.
This one.
One, the cause of death is different.
Look at them. They're all shanked.
Genocide Jack murder,
They're shanked.
all the victims were killed the same way.
They're all shanked with
According
scissors.
to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Yeah. This one's with a dumbbell.
CHIHIRO died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
What do you mean remarkable? It is.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their
It's
method?
it's like the signature. You can say even signature is the
And there's
signature.
more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini,
You're making me hungry.
the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Stop! You're making me hungry. They're pesto.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
Pesto.
Are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
The difference was just suspended. Up to your hand. What was used? The pose was the same. When I'm not sure, what was the tool?
I got it.
Go on.
Do you remember what the
It's
killer
a scissor.
used
It's a
to
scissor.
suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up
It's
on her
not
wrist.
rope. I know it's not rope. You mentioned it earlier. It's not rope.
What is your point?
Well, in
You
all
bet-
the previous
Oh my
genocide
god! Did you
Jack
just forget
cases,
that it's not
something
rope?
else was used to suspend them.
Was scissor thingy?
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
They're kind of big too.
And guess what? I use my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
Huh?
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the
I like
tools
her.
use.
I like her confidence.
And you know what else?
What?
Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac?
Big Mac.
Are you referring
You're
to me?
freaking throwing every food on.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh? Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting
Okay.
to be discovered.
Let's say it.
Pattern.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Okay, let's see. There was a pattern. Is it? You notice this? What? Why? Why is this an option? If it's... No, I didn't think so.
I got it. Is it because CHIHIRO was a girl?
Because it doesn't make sense if it's friend. Genocide still will have met CHIHIRO before then.
Right on the money.
What are you talking about?
I think.
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in
This
common.
is my logic though. I'm surprised there's someone who's 14. Like, why? Why 14 though? Why?
They were all guys?
Why 14?
That's right. The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men.
Okay.
I can't believe I said it. I'm so embarrassed.
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
Okay, sure.
Help it. I'm just a full throttle boy-on-boy fangirl.
Okay then. Oh,
okay.
You're coming up too strong. You're coming up too strong.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam.
Fan what do you mean fan madam? You're great with kids.
CHIHIRO was a girl and not an adorable little male. You wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start
Huh?
making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be
Stop comparing it to food. You're making me hungry.
so much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality
You're
of the
making-
one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy.
Right.
That's not all there is to it.
Does Makoto count? I think Makoto counts as an adorable.
It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to
I think
survive.
Makoto counts as an adorable little man. Oh. Oh dear.
Slowly,
Oh dear, she just said it.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival.
Oh, she just said. He called Byakuya. Oh dear.
And if by some fluke I did kill to survive,
Uh-huh.
why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
Oh.
That does make some amount of sense.
It does.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would
Why?
go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
So Jess and Jules didn't do it.
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors.
Yeah, that's
in
a
the
good
school.
point though.
Any scissors? Don't just use any scissors. I only use my own scissors.
How do you make them though?
Enemy of the entire world! Scissors!
How do you make them?
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
What do you mean? Are you sure about that? Where did she get that?
She's fully
Where did you get that?
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime!
Where did you get that?
Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side?
Okay then.
Tell me I'm wrong, you can't, can you gutter dogs, all of you!
God, the voice acting good.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot! The rope's totally out of the question anyway!
Let's just Joker, let's just assume let's just not let's just leave it to that. You don't need to know where did she get those. Where did she store those, to be honest.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Maybe.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
There is one person. One person will copy this. Wait! It's where are you? It's you! Because you're the only one who went to the archive before Makoto did. And you said you've been reading there. That's what I don't think.
Here's my answer.
Rich boy.
Yakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents.
Yeah, because it's a norm for his family.
Records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Huh? Oh, he's now cornered.
Are you saying Mr.
Cornered na.
He did it.
He's not saying anything!
The reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was
What?
because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
Maybe.
He rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it.
Oh.
The glasses man was behind
Oh
it.
dear lord.
Oh, I'm on fire!
Are you okay?
Byakuya, what's your response?
What's your response?
So now the suspicion falls on me.
Yeah.
And I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Really?
Looking back and thinking about it now,
Uh-huh.
the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
What do you mean? In the locker room. This is suspicious. Very suspicious. Hey, what do you agree? What's suspicious? And since nobody searched the locker room, let's search the girls' locker room. Oh!
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right?
Oh yeah!
Since you're a guy,
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room.
Yeah,
first.
that's the thing!
Is that what you want to say? The
Yeah.
victim was CHIHIRO, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
But,
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
wait, I thought you can't enter because
on the contrary, there's something very
yeah,
strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it?
there's something off.
Share with the rest of the
Yeah, I will share to the rest of the class. It's clear contradiction what Byakuya just said. I think it's to everyone. What is the element? Okay. So that's how to go fruit flashback. Press mouse button, and you'll memorize the sweet spot. Or it wants to put it. Okay. However, you can use this flashback for anything you want. Don't have answer or lie condition your loaded with bullets. Okay, memorize a different week, but that's the best time. Okay. See, if you don't use this case, so if I say if you don't use the flash, then you're using anything. Okay, so I have to use it. Oh, so just flashback bullet thing now. What is my file too?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
Oh, it's like that, okay.
That's a natural reaction for
You know!
The victim was CHIHIRO, who was a girl. So, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
No! Good girl, there's a contradiction there. This doesn't make sense how you could have known before you found it. Okay.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Oh, so
he was acting weird.
Not my Ifumi is not my type.
Out the girls' locker room.
Who is not my type?
Absolutely take it. That's a natural reaction for
No! Don't say that!
The victim was CHIHIRO.
There.
No, what's wrong?
There. Something.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that.
Just not my. I don't know. This is just not my.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because CHIHIRO was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed.
You're still fighting?
But your reasoning is still too weak.
You're still fighting?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's your attitude? Here.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you?
No.
There must be more.
There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
What do you think? Some more confidence.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Do something, help! Is it the case? In other Genocide Jack murders? What could be? Help! If you know, then you can say the answer. Library desktop. What's the extension to me? I'm gonna need to explain it again. Okay.
When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors.
That's right.
I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But CHIHIRO was suspended with...
It
was some kind of rope.
Okay, it's not.
That's right. It absolutely was.
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I know where you got it.
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Liar!
Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
That's a lie. 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 I know it.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me
That's a lie. That's a lie.
I use my bare and I use those same scissors.
What's a lie?
That's right. Then there must be something.
What's a lie?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
There. Lie. I remember. Lie. There, lie to my face.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
There, lie to my face.
Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
Yeah, finally.
An extension cord?
Finally. See, it's there.
You've used the extension cord in the library once, haven't you?
There, it's there. It's clearly there.
And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time?
Yes.
Went missing after the murder.
Yeah.
And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do.
Yeah, but why is he doing this?
Then Byakuya Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord.
Why is
I can't
Byakuya
imagine
doing this?
Any other possibility?
Hold on.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion
You're still
is
going
something
out
like
and oh
this.
my god.
I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
Then
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack.
there's something wrong with that sentence already.
Is that about right?
Like, how could you have gotten in the first place? Do it again. Fully calm, fully unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
There's more than that. There's more than that.
Not disagreeing.
Calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Triple that.
Sorry, but can we hold on just a second?
Yeah, let's
I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Okay.
Do we really need to?
Wait, no!
We've already
Wait,
decided
no, you're rushing to conclusion.
But still, there's something that's still bothering me.
You're rushing.
That's right. And what, pray tell, is still bothering
But don't
you?
rush if everyone's lives on stake.
I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work
There's
of a
something wrong
homicidal
with
psychopath.
that sentence.
What about all that bothers you?
The first part. Wait. Yeah, there's something not there. What does that mean? There's something with that sentence. Yeah, I really accept what Byakuya said as the truth. There's some. Oh. This one. The scene.
I got it!
The
You
scene.
say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder
Not
took
what I
place
was thinking,
somewhere
but
else?
okay.
How disappointing.
Why are you disappointed?
What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this
No,
is a
no.
true letdown.
Hear us
She
out.
was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere
It's
else,
wait.
then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
Wait, it's the thing!
The rest of the murder scene?
The poster thing!
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all
Yeah, there's a
I
reason.
believe I do.
They just take you off guard? Yes! In the story level with the crime scene, Byakuya had been confident till now. Maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have happened somewhere else.
Don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto.
Oh wait, I think... But I need to confirm
If
something.
there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
There's proof! There's literally proof. There's proof. The evidence is shown that it took place somewhere else. There's something that's... It's the posters! The posters! This one.
I got it!
The posters.
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is...
This one.
The poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Yes!
Your proof is some posters?
Yes!
The poster in the girls' locker room was
a model.
Picture of a big-boobed supermodel.
Wow!
Don't you think that's kind of strange?
Wow, okay.
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Okay, Jill. Okay, Jill.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had
this
a poster
boy
of
band.
a super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
Yes.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right,
It's
Sakura?
it's the rug
You're
thingy.
referring to my protein coffee, aren't
Yes,
you?
it's the coffee.
Protein coffee? While I was in the
Yes.
girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet.
Uh-huh.
But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
It's not been scrubbed away. It's not. Because here, this one.
I got it. The stain
Everything
on the
started to
girls'
make
locker
sense.
room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
It's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Wait, did he just presented the carpet just there?
Does that mean that the carpets were switched too?
Yes.
But why would anyone do that?
Wait, if that's the case, then Chihiro was murdered in the...
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other.
Wait, then how did...
Certainly plausible. Don't you think?
How did... Wait, is Chihiro a girl? If Chihiro's a girl, how? How did... The murder scene was in the boys' locker room. Chihiro... How did Chihiro get into the locker room in the... Wait, how?
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body.
Wait.
By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit
Why nga?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question.
Yeah, this is the question.
Place in the boys'
How?
locker room. Then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
How?
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your...
Wait, there's the lending rule thing.
Device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls'
The handbook
She
thing.
had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
What?
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling
Okay,
you.
sure.
I know how
Tell
she
the
could
rest
have
of the
done
class. You have got to work up with somehow. Sure, tell the rest of the class. Wait. Yeah, this is my question. Broken e-handbook.
Is it really possible?
Okay.
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys'
How
locker room somehow?
How?
I got it!
What is it?
She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate culprit.
I don't think so.
I'm sure that would have been no problem.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think that's it.
What's your ano?
The thing that was in the main hall.
Thing?
What thing?
Thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Oh!
That she could get into the boys' locker room, no problem.
Wait. Locker room. Or there's no doubt it was. Yeah, it's broken, isn't it?
Is it really possible?
Broken.
It's
Broken. It's broken. Broken. It's broken.
Talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
I thought I missed. Broken.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah.
Yeah, but then how?
Pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
But the
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited.
Yeah, there's nothing
It
about
says
borrowing.
nothing about borrowing one. In
Or
other
stealing.
words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook.
There's
all you
nothing wrong with
want,
stealing
and
too.
you'd be safe.
Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
Yeah, yun na.
She must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate
You can just steal a handbook. It's just not lending.
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
Huh?
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify
Oh,
her
wait,
own
there's-
handbook,
There's not. No.
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just
Wait.
wrong?
No. Wait. There's this handbook.
It seems like there's no way she could have got into
Yeah,
the
there's
boys'
no-
locker room.
Yeah, the other two handbooks are girls eh.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
The other two handbooks are girls. Hold on. That is it? Is this not... I still don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second. I
Okay.
agree with you, though. I think you're on
Yes!
the right track.
Your help.
What the? You
Finally.
decide to open your mouth and
Finally.
that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So,
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
Other way in.
what?
No, there's no window.
What are you
Well, to explain that,
Other way.
why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
What is it?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Okay.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting?
Okay.
Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
This is the first pieces.
For real?
This is the first pieces.
What is it you want to show us? It better not be boring
first
or I'll
pieces,
be
then.
very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations.
What is it?
So, shall we go?
What is it? So before I even knew what was happening, the class had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was the girls' locker room.
The girls' locker room?
Yeah, I know, right?
I've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
What?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
Okay, sure. You want to take it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Okay.
Examine her carefully.
Stop!
Like
Stop!
using our hands?
Stop. No, stop! Stop it! Stop it!
Wait!
Oh my goodness.
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just...
Okay.
Based on religious grounds, you know?
Okay.
Very well. I'll do it.
Okay.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body.
If no one wants...
What are the boys doing?
If she volunteered, then do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
If she volunteered, I
So
guess.
just leave this to me.
Sakura.
Okay.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action?
Oh my god!
What you're about?
No!
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Oh my god!
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro.
Just,
Please excuse
yeah, just
the intrusion.
just let it slide for now. Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Okay.
Her entire body? I know you
Okay.
see that, but...
What?
What? This is... What is this?
Oh. Are you okay?
What is it?
Yeah, what is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring while it looked lifeless form. Her past
This girl is
what?
Is what?
Is what?
Is a boy.
The boy?
I see.
The boy?
She was actually a he.
He was actually a he?
Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
What?
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
He doesn't look like to joke about it too.
It's really true?
Wait.
Chihiro was a guy? Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew
What?
that right off the bat.
What?
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
This girl is actually best boy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, we're really on fire! I wish
Oh,
I
he was a guy.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh?
Best girl is actually best boy. My baby!
Yes.
Wait,
that
so...
certainly does make things much
Wait,
more
wait.
exciting.
If Chihiro's a boy then... He could have...
Now let's ride this wave of excitement
If-
to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Chihiro can just go into the boys' locker room then. Oh.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting.
Oh.
Now then, let's resume the class trial.
Okay.
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro
Yeah,
was
I
not a
know,
girl,
right? Why won't
but a
Kyoko just
boy.
say it? Chihiro's actually a guy. That thought had never crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem
Is
gaining
that
access
why
to the boys'
CHIHIRO is
locker room.
just going out so late so no one can...
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room.
How?
And the killer could have easily used
the
handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
CHIHIRO really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Yeah, but why?
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
What's this word? What is this? Wait, what is this? Wait, incongruity. I will wait. What's this word? In a... Okay. Okay then. Okay. Oh god. Right.
This is the most titillating situation!
Okay then, I am okay.
So now everything's been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting.
Wait, all this time,
very interesting.
CHIHIRO was a guy.
He's off in his own little world.
He was a guy.
What about you, Makoto? After everything
My baby girl's actually a baby boy.
He was the killer?
My baby girl's a baby boy. My baby's a baby. My baby's a... Nice for my baby. My baby. My baby. Baby! I still love CHIHIRO no matter what.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made CHIHIRO's death look like genocide.
Yeah.
Jack did it. But
I what?
think he might not actually be the killer after all.
Oh?
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Why would he
Plus,
frame it like that
the
then?
evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out CHIHIRO was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete
Let's share it
reasons,
to the rest of the class.
It's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
For the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit.
Oh, okay, then...
I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to
Wait,
alter it.
so...
Are you fucking with us right now?
So, if he encountered the corpse in the girls' locker room, someone else could have moved it.
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Okay, tell us.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed
go on.
along with the rest of us.
Oh, wow.
If you're really telling the truth, then why?
So why
Why
lang?
did you do that to his body?
Why?
My reasons hardly matter right now.
Okay, maybe after the trial, could you say?
Wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Who was it?
Well, I don't think I
Yeah,
can
we need to
say
think about it
for sure
more.
without talking about it a little more.
You're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear.
No.
Byakuya did it.
Oh.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to
Yeah,
explore
we'll
every
explore
puzzle
it.
because if we're wrong, we all die here.
We all die, save for one.
That's true.
Very well then.
I like her clothes.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Yeah,
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
He's the type. He looks like the type to go with the flow. Then
let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Our lives are all on the line.
If you don't get together, then everyone's gonna die.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
Yes, resume it. Yeah, do it. Who did? Not the killer. Actually, this one, the killer is a guy.
I got it.
The boy's locker room. Need a boy hand. This house is broken. The killers have to use their own. Other words, could be the guy. Or cool. It's a guy who did it. Now it's clear as day it's a guy. We ruled out like a lot of the suspects.
Isn't there a single clue that might
What is Celeste found?
who did it?
Well, clues are one thing.
Who's a one to what?
Did nobody get a look at the killer?
The Monokuma did technically.
The killer, they would have said something by now.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
It's the lesson saw it.
All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Here!
It's over.
No!
It's all over. You
Okay.
want to know who saw the victim?
Yes.
The killer. And only the killer.
No, this is the
It's
one!
not like they're just gonna turn themselves in.
Uh-huh.
Game over, man. Game
Calm down, calm down, calm down. Calm down, calm down. Calm down. I got that. There's an eyewitness. I almost hit that, but it's actually the wrong one. I should have check it first. Oh wait, okay, now it's the last one now.
I'm sure someone saw the
Someone saw it.
It's over. You want
Okay.
to know who saw the victim?
Okay then.
Killer.
There.
No, that's wrong.
There. Okay.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered.
Guys,
What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see.
why did you say it in the first place?
Really?
Oh, but I suppose.
Alright, only
Makoto
Makoto know about
knows
it. Forgot.
this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all
Alright,
making such
I forgot.
ugly noises.
Whatever. Just hurry up and tell us.
It was
Huh?
last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket. in
Hello,
her duffel
team.
bag.
Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. Thank you for the reach. Wait, I should have like done this. Wait. Yes, right on time. How is it? How is it though? How is it?
I assume
You finish it?
to exercise.
I'm gonna assume you finished the game, right?
Track jacket and a duffel bag. But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
Nice.
It seems like
Nice one.
Princess
Congrats.
told them to get
Oh, we're
rid of
doing
any
well.
evidence.
Hello, everyone.
Is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
My baby. I followed my baby. My baby girl is a baby boy. I found out. Hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry.
I hope everyone's doing actually well too. I hope everyone's doing well.
But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone
My
were
baby girl.
looking for him, I should think.
Huh?
Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
Oh my.
And I had invited him to exercise with us
Cause
plenty of times,
ano?
and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
He's cute.
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with
Wait,
very
who did it?
much.
Wait, who then?
So that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Huh?
Oh, what a marvelous friendship!
Yeah, it's a nice friendship.
Whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
That's like the only person left. Then.
Knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No.
Huh?
You already have what you need to make the connection.
What do you mean? Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Who?
Seriously?
I.
Who is it? Who
Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of.
Okay, what about it?
Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who is waiting for him.
Ooh.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure? Just a duffel.
You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence?
You don't have
that
it.
we don't have.
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
But you did
Even
dispose
if
of
we
it.
had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
Yeah.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get
There's nothing.
fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences.
What
if
do
we
you
just
mean?
Take the time to
What
talk
do you
it
mean
out.
inferences?
Easy for you to say.
What do you mean?
Fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag.
There
from
was
the
a
warehouse.
thing.
All the bags in there are the same, so I can't
was a
imagine
thing
what
too.
would make that
You mentioned it.
special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits
There was?
to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit
There was.
and Chihiro's jacket?
It was.
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket.
Thank you. Killer. It's almost hard to believe. I know Celeste mentioned it.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask,
Okay.
why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do
Okay.
you mean, the specific tracksuit?
Okay.
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
Huh?
So, what you're saying
I know.
is the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Oh, thank you.
My tracksuit is black.
Thank you for the gifted sub.
Have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
No, don't say
I
that.
have a white tracksuit personally.
I'm just about tracksuits.
Got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get
I'm-
any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
I'm so...
No way. Not a chance.
Wait, what's the lesson account? Can I read it somewhere?
What he just said without even realizing it?
Huh? That's really odd. Sounds so something like that.
First of all, we know
Wait,
where
I
Chihiro
know.
was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
That's correct though.
So next we have to ask,
Huh?
why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
Okay,
What do
okay.
you mean, the specific tracksuit?
Okay.
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because
Us?
it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
Okay.
So, what you're saying is
Okay.
the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Uh-huh.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer
What?
to figuring out who the culprit
What
is?
the... Am I missing something?
Not a chance.
I think I'm missing something.
You heard him.
Yes. Okay.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
Okay.
He was on his way. So
Okay.
next, why
Okay.
did he choose
Okay.
what you mean?
I got it! He picked that track. It
Because-
matched the one the culprit was
So,
Hey,
what
yes.
the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit?
My tracksuit is black.
We don't need because exercising.
I have a white tracksuit personally.
Huh?
I got it from the warehouse, if you
What
must
is Celeste's account? Wait. Let me read it again. Please read again. Blue exercise clothes. It's blue though. Blue.
Did any of that really help
Blue
us
though.
get any closer?
No way. Not a chance.
Blue. Blue. Blue.
First of all, when he was
Okay,
on his
tama.
way to the next
That's
one,
right.
Why did he choose? What do you mean?
Okay.
I got it!
Okay.
It matched the one the culprit was wearing.
Wearing.
So, what
Everything
you're saying
is-
is the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Wait. Wait. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
I have a white tracksuit.
Oh, wait a minute. Celeste was one.
No way.
Wait.
Not a chance.
You heard him.
Something like that. Wait.
First of all, when he was
Okay.
always wet so nasty,
Okay.
why did
Okay.
he choose?
What do you mean? I got it.
Because...
So,
Wait.
what you're saying is the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit.
How did you know though?
My tracksuit is black.
How did you know? If according to this thing. Oh, okay. 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 Okay.
Did any of that really help us?
No way.
Wait.
You heard him.
Wait. Wait, I think I got it.
On his wet so nasty, why did he choose?
What do you mean the specific?
Hello, Cap. Welcome. Thanks for the follow.
So, the killer was wearing
This
the
one.
same blue tracksuit.
How did you know? Welcome, Pumpkin. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. We're playing
Hold on a
Danganronpa.
second, Mondo. What did you just say?
How did you know?
What'd I say?
How did you know?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
That's not all the specific guess though. Okay. I saw you stuffing a black jacket into a duffel bag and then I showed him the exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color.
Oh.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
How did you know?
What are you just...
On.
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
Oh.
As a matter of fact,
Oh.
it was...
Oh. Oh.
And before we began the trial, did
You
you
didn't tell anyone.
The
Makoto.
only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what
How?
Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just...
Oh no.
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No.
That
Can't
can't be
be.
it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our
Oh
investigation.
no.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was
What?
he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Oh. Oh dear.
Talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Oh.
Just by chance. I just happened to see
So
it
it's-
last night.
But wait.
He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
It's a duffel bag though.
That can't be
The
it
duffel
either.
bag.
According
Your
to Celeste's testimony,
I know your testimony. Just try to hide it. How could you see it?
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made
Oh.
a point of making sure the
Oh
jacket was completely
no. Oh no.
If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the
Yeah.
tracksuit was.
And assuming that say you did know the tracksuit, I think the color would not be like the first thing you'll ever remember. You'll just say, oh, you just have a tracksuit or something.
It would appear you dug your
Oh. Oh.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you
Oh.
said what you did.
Oh dear.
Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it?
Hmm.
Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit.
Oh.
That's why you said you knew who did it. To put them on edge.
That's right.
Oh dear.
However, Mondo was my target all along. I
Huh?
had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Why?
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 What
Yeah,
made
why?
you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Why? Because I Because I hate him, huh? No, I don't think so. The way he talk?
There
That.
was a certain turning point that tipped me off.
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick.
Uh-huh.
And after he was killed, you happen to refer to him
Oh,
as dude.
wait, what?
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something
Wait,
we
what?
didn't.
When did he say that?
Tiny detail? Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively
When did you see that?
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it
How?
really you? Did you really
When?
kill Chihiro?
When?
I
Why?
didn't kill anyone. You You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
He would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
Wait.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Okay.
Well, this does present us with a problem.
Wait.
It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
His voice changes.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Who's ghost friend?
Yeah, that reminds me. Kifumi, weren't you telling me
you mean ghost friend?
some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
The F was right on the line. Hold on.
Actually, you know,
just say it! Just say it! Everyone's right on the line, just say it!
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk
Just
away?
say it!
It's fine.
There are no wrong answers until we prove it wrong. If we prove it wrong, then it's wrong. If it's not, then it's not a wrong answer.
Here it is.
That.
What do you
The handbook.
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Okay, and on the ground belongs to Hiro?
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
I just guessed.
For a fact.
For a fact indeed.
Now you're confident.
I was totally sure I'd found it.
It must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted.
How did it
turn on?
How?
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence
How?
after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not.
They're not.
They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
Oh, this.
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
Oh. One possible. Like. These are two no's. This one.
You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point.
One,
didn't
yeah.
You remember that?
You prod the question. Of course, he's gonna answer it.
Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
Yeah, because if it hacked, quote unquote hacked, there's gonna be an alarm.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession,
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness.
Yeah.
You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So,
What is it?
You're asking me?
You made it.
I think it's a necessary piece of information.
You made it. You made it, right?
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
That's not the best time to think about that.
Tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Okay.
Oh, well, I have a weakness for pushy demands.
I wanna squish you
You're sure
and hug you
won't
and cuddle
follow,
you.
For example, then allow me to make a special
Uh-huh.
announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break.
High temperatures.
Flippin' knew it.
Me flipping knew it. Knew it?
Because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Wait, on the sauna? Wait, but this,
The
ano?
temperature in the sauna can reach over 200
Wait.
degrees.
Wasn't
Strange
Mon-
how you don't get burned.
Oh,
It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates
Wait.
a cooling layer of air around your skin.
Huh?
If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly
Wait,
onto your
wait.
skin, you definitely get fried.
Sandali. I'm getting somewhere here.
Layer of air would get blown
I'm getting somewhere here. I'm getting somewhere here.
You may feel a burning when you move around.
I've never been to a sauna though.
Make sure to keep nice and still.
I've never been to a sauna.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Great, but that's a
Is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
it's a great fact.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature
I
in
haven't
order
been
to
to
break
one.
it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell
Probably
anyone,
by
right?
accident.
Indeed. Quite the
If you never told
mystery.
anyone, it's probably by an
What if
accident.
they found out by
Yun!
accident?
The accident.
What do you mean by accident?
Accident. There are no. As a person said before, there are no accidents.
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and
No.
it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be
Oh.
hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of
Oh.
it.
I won't say it's not possible, but
I know
could have done something
who.
like that. I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the
Wait!
I might know someone who did.
Yes! Yes, I know!
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Oh no! The sauna. Yeah, because I know. Again, this guy was near naked. Yutaka was near naked. But he had the clothes on.
Here's my answer.
The clothes on.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Oh, because they became bros after the sauna thing.
Mondo and Taka had an
And
endurance
that
contest in the
endurance
sauna
contest, they
not too
became
long
so
ago.
close after that. And whatever happened there, it happened.
And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets.
Oh.
And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy
Oh dear. But they're bros!
All wrong. He would never kill.
But they're bros though!
Accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
Imagine no, I won't believe it with your butt. Not only proof beyond a shadow of a doubt. But they're bros! Aren't they? Look in the handbook, Heroes in the handbook, card reader. Okay.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
There you go.
What he says is correct.
And
Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
Okay.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Oh, dear, what did I press? Okay.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Oh, wait, I need to review this thing. I'm sure Mondo's handbook broke during the sauna shonen. If I can just prove that will show that how Mondo has was actually someone else?
Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct,
Wait.
Mondo, you broke your
Wait.
own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook
Wait,
is actually
I remember it
broken,
correctly.
then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just
One.
fine.
No, it's wrong.
I right-clicked by accident. No.
The handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
Oh.
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh.
The broken handbook that was in the
Main
main
hall?
hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
Because I think Monokuma did mention something about
What
it.
I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works.
If
I
he-
think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it
Wait.
with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself
That-
that,
that-
Leon's
yeah,
handbook
that one.
never should have broken.
That's right. The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy
Oh.
it.
And if he opens the handbook, if he's Makoto's right, it should show Leon's name then.
The broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's,
Oh.
which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now
Oh dear.
is actually Leon's. Yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation
It's
that
not.
says that your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at
Not
it.
though.
There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student. But if they're dead, they're not a student.
Huh?
It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just
Oh.
makes things more interesting.
Oh dear.
As such, I decree decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation
Okay
of
then.
the rules.
Okay, you put that. Okay.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake.
What?
But
Son of a bitch.
Mondo?
What's wrong, bro?
They're bros!
Tell him he's wrong.
They're bros!
You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
They're bros.
okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time
Okay.
from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear,
Here?
and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Oh. Closing argument. Ah, it's this thing. Start from the back. What art in here? What is in here? What was Kya about the murder? It's this thing. This thing. Okay. Here took something from the other locker room and split this into crime. There were two things. Around the carpet as well as something else. Was the poster? Where are the posters? Inside the school, what's this? Okay, what's this? Which locker room did the killer move to? Where is the girl? I like this part for some reason. This is my favorite part. Added into. Wait, this is different. This is different, right? Right? Okay, some blood splattered over here. Okay, this. Celeste saw Hiro with the duffel bag and this thing. This thing. So something everyone has to meet with the locker room. Where is the hat? Not sure. Which locker room? The boys. Where is the boys? This one. This thing? Oh my gosh, I'm wrong. The weapon killer, it's this thing. And what's this? The killer took some locker room time. Something in the locker room is this. Wait. Oh no! When the handbook of the soul will happen to it. It broke! Where's the broke one? Where is the broken thingy? Where did you go after they were done? Here. What the actor would used to disguise and happen? This thing. He took something from the locker room, which is in the crime. What did you took? This thing. Ba? Something wrong with this thing. Okay, this one. Missing here? And the handbook that showed the sauna room. Where's the broken? Where? Is it this one? How it fell? Tama ba?
Here's
God.
exactly what happened.
Oh God.
First, let's
Okay.
take a look back to before
If
this.
I'm wrong, ding dong. If I'm wrong, ding dong, I'm wrong.
Last night,
Okay.
Celeste saw CHIHIRO in the warehouse.
Celeste is so
correct?
pretty!
At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Huh? That's right.
That something was a blue tracksuit.
Okay.
You can confirm this, right,
Okay,
Celeste?
okay. He left. He left.
With bag in hand, CHIHIRO headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made
Tama
her
ba?
way to the locker room.
Am I right?
Specifically, the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker
I'm
room?
right. I'm right.
Simple. Because she
Was a he?
which is why he was able to use his own handbook to gain entrance to the girls' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Please tell me I'm right. Okay. Yan. I think this one now. Because he did have blood before. He did have blood before, that's why. He had blood. He had blood.
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell.
But why? What's the motive?
CHIHIRO and attacked him.
Why? What's the motive?
And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
What to go? Oh dear.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
My baby! Am I not wrong? Am I not right? What's this? Around. This is something else. What's this one?
Here's exactly what happened.
Is this one? Something. This one. Okay. Okay, this one.
You!
This one. There.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the
evidence.
First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster. And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. The girls' handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
We had to borrow.
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
I have two chances left.
That's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
Alright? Okay. Right.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library.
Got to work there.
The cord to string up CHIHIRO's lifeless body.
And that's how the scene came out.
Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime.
Wow.
He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together
Just my baby then.
The killer, having already disposed of CHIHIRO's bag and
Why did you dispose it though?
arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, CHIHIRO's handbook.
Where did you? Oh. Wait, that's the electric shock?
Sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget.
I thought it just fell. It looked like it fell. That's it.
The killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook.
Oh.
And that's how it all played out.
The art style here is interesting.
Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
The art style is great though. I like the art style. It's rough, sharp, and I like it. The art styles are great. And they're bros. They're bros.
Yeah. Where's your evidence?
They're bros.
Evidence. You
dear. Evidence that Mondo is the killer that already revealed from the earlier trial. I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything will become clear. A new element? What? How about with fever time and nega time? If you press a space key, fever, and then space key, you punch on random you won't miss, so you can push. Okay. But only last when your focus gauge runs out. To make it best possible time. Of course, it would be fair if you got to access special time, right? You also prepare something called mega time that your opponents can use. The opponent can use that during the bullet time battle. Your tempo marker will disappear. Better fever time at this point. Fever! It's fever! Why? Blah blah blah! Nice thing? Okay. How do I do this again? Do I just right click, left click? Oh, it's him. Right click.
Show me some evidence.
Oh, it's right click. Right click. Oh. Oh dear. God. No. No.
Show me some
No.
evidence.
No. No. Oh god. No, please.
I won't listen. False.
I'm trying. Rhythm game.
I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. Show me some evidence.
Okay.
I won't listen.
Okay.
False. You're corrupt.
Okay, there. Final strike.
Show me some evidence.
Oh god. Here. That was something. Oh my gosh, my health. I didn't use the special thing.
Thinking so far is right.
Mondo
must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now.
Oh.
Once we do that,
Real.
You don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it. I killed him.
Oh, he admitted it. He admitted it. Hey! He admitted it. They're brothers!
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just
Oh.
give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with.
Here.
Ask for the goddamn verdict.
He sounds so resigned.
Wait! Hold on!
Oh no.
No waiting, no holding on.
Oh no.
Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank.
Oh my.
Who will you elect as the blackened this time around?
He admitted it.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Oh no.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh my. Everyone's gonna vote. Everyone's gonna vote. But everyone's gonna vote for ano? Oh my. No.
What?
It's time you got right again. Yes, it is so. The bracket that Fujisaki was Wanda Owada.
Oh no.
Unbelievable.
In case you were wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Yutaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to dangerous zone, Shimaru.
He voted wrong because I think they're bros and he couldn't believe it. He refused to believe it. They're close na.
Sorry.
They were close.
What is this?
They're apologizing. Oh dear. They were close though. They were really close. Why? I feel bad. How did you do it? Hold on.
Now then.
Well, it looks like Wanda's thinking about silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually,
the story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. But But for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit Control key to fast forward the text. You just... Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was CHIHIRO Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak even though you're a boy. He heard things like that as long as he could remember and he could overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and burn himself further and further to that weakness. Take on the fragile form of a young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Not a way out, not like this. Not a way out again. No. I'm done with a way out. I'm done. I'm done with a way out. I'm done. I'm done with a way out. No. No. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in a shell, that inferiority complex that had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear, instead it only grew stronger and stronger. My baby!
Weak.
No! My baby! No! Once the killing him had begun at his school, he had no choice but to accept his fact. After all, this was survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely, hateful Monokuma announced the reveal of the embarrassing secrets, which of course includes CHIHIRO's embarrassing secret, which I was quite willing to divulge. Even though he dressed like a girl, CHIHIRO is actually a boy. And that was something CHIHIRO couldn't let anyone find out, no matter what the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The heart the shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling to despair. And yet...
I'm sorry.
Okay.
But...
I also think that more soon. Maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Lost my son.
I want to change.
My baby! Oh my gosh, my baby. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay, I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action, and so... That day, he began exercising. He was prepared to retain his mind and body, but sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get it. When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be a good task to ask. It would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and ask him to help him from there. And that person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
Was him. Oh. The biker and gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So CHIHIRO probably figured that even if he confined in Mondo, his honor would make him keep a secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that CHIHIRO, my baby, has always aspired to. Baby. Maybe talking to Mondo about it would give me some courage, so he went and asked what to help him become strong. That was his aspiration, and he thought that only Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So that must be that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise to CHIHIRO. What he did? I mean, that's why Mondo. It's like no. Too bad. Indeed. That's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he had done?
Certainly.
That's really a part of it, but I don't think that was the main reason. Their purpose was to cause between men he'd made for CHIHIRO. But how does moving the body is a secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been to the boys' locker room, then everyone would be arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once it started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so he tried to protect CHIHIRO's. It's like that's his final. Oh, in his handbook, see? Then Mondo did all of that to keep the promise he'd made to CHIHIRO, whom he also killed. But yeah, why? You're Kiyotaka. The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trust each other, right? Why? Why? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
That's... Oh, is it the motive? The possibility of having embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. No, Kiyotaka. No. That's not how... No. You don't know. Maybe he has a different story. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it's killing someone. Impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I will have to repeat myself. Yes! Byakuya's right! You can comprehend it. You obviously can. So, I want to tell you that embarrassing memory is he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He what? Why? He told him. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country to tremble. But the only reason I had the chance to join the gang the first was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust and respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated in him everything he did. Oh, he idolized his big brother. Oh. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang, and before anyone knew it, it had grown to the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number 1 in the gang, and his number 2 is his younger brother. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy, but when Mondo started to think about how he could take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatest reputation began to... Oh! That he's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang just with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Oh dear. Oh my. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why...
I just...
gotta get stronger. This one time, no matter what, I gotta win.
Fuck with me.
Oh! And on the night of his amazing brother retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged for a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead in reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly... Oh! And his brother... Oh dear. But his brother protected him. Damn. Staying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. Ah! Oh. Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Ah!
Ah! The rest is up to you no matter what. You gotta... Because it's... Nani! No! Let me put it together. It's the promise between... That's why he's so... This is for your brother! He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together, keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that caused the accident. As a result, no. The team was made even stronger than the band of the kid who bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his big brother, so he got himself killed. That became an explanation of what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. As they say, what's that saying again? The road to hell paved good intentions. I forgot the entire saying for that. Path to hell paved good intentions. I forgot the entire saying.
I just...
Song. He's trying to convince himself, and yet as soon as the game began, he realized, no matter how tough it to be, it was just another meeting. Yeah, that's the saying. I keep forgetting the entire saying. The road to hell is paved with good intention. The lovely okay. That point was clear. I have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other young... If that happened, everything would be ruined. Give it! Why? Destroyed, he's dead. All the guilt I've been carrying around will be for nothing. So that's why... Oh, Mondo. Maybe he thinks kasi... I think he felt guilty. He felt guilty because even if it's an accident, his brother was the one who shoved him out the way because of Mondo's own recklessness. Maybe that's why he thinks. That's why he's guilty about it. That's what I understood. I understood. Like he was being reckless in the race. Then when a truck gonna come near him, his brother had to push him out the way. And that's the cause of his death. And because of that, Mondo was guilty that it was his own carelessness and it was his own carelessness and killing his own brother. That's why he's been... I feel bad for him! I never felt anything like it before.
I just...
didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself to a half-rock lump of anxiety the way down my stomach. It was right around then. Okay. Right there, he told me a secret. Seriously?
I'm sorry.
I lied to you. But why? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Because you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
No. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. No, his words were like a knife to my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I had been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret one of whom might tell us.
You piece of...
Oh, what? You're saying I should say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? Huh? That was just... He killed... Oh, in a fit of rage. Oh no. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength of his own weakness to try and overcome it. It was a strength I've never had. I was jealous of him, and that jealousy broke me.
What?
You make
What?
It was in the heat of the moment.
No.
One of her really strong. I thought I could hear something creak. Something inside my head. Ah, dear Lord. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back and let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
He was just there.
Damn you!
Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my face?
I just wanted to...
Oh my. Admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
I am strong. And then he just... The mantra. Oh.
You son of a bitch!
Stronger than... Oh. Crap. And then he did... He did... Oh. I don't remember anything after that. I woke up again and was lying on my feet, covered in blood. Oh dear. Oh dear. No. Oh. Oh. Killed him.
I killed CHIHIRO.
Ah.
Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always
Oh
been.
my.
And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Ah. Oh no. He was always so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone, that was his secret. A weakness like that, even his heart. God, I feel bad. I feel bad. I feel bad. Look at him, you see, you're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory, for that, he killed other beings cold blood. He couldn't fight people his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Cause I sure do. Ah, okay, so it's so sad. It's so sad here. Shut up. His bro is gonna die.
Yep.
I'll say it many times the same words I want to say, but of course you can do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. The punishment.
Kid me.
His bro is gonna die.
Well now.
I promise, the black and the deserves that people be punished.
Ridiculous.
He doesn't. They're bros. They're close, and he's gonna witness.
I prepared a very special punishment.
He's gonna witness how his bro's gonna die. You attack na.
Let's give it everything we've got.
Oh dear.
It's punishment time.
Attack. Ah! Ah!
Sorry, man.
Ah!
I couldn't keep the promise we made.
No!
From one man to another.
No! No! He's gonna see the problem again. Oh my. I feel bad. His bro's gone. Everyone had a sad story. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? The bike. Is the execution based on their talent? Oh, Taka, no! The king of death. Taka. Oh my god. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. What? What? He just evaporated?
He evaporated! He evaporated! What? Yeah. Wait. How did he? How? Wait, how? How did that how? Huh? Wait, how did, hey, why, how did that happen? How did he turn to butter? How did he turn to butter? How frick did he turn to butter? How did he turn to butter, Nico? Can't be. They're bros! Another murder. His bro's dead. Could I want to feel again? Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. He's not taking it so well. Oh no. A stack of sad screams invaded our skulls, where each of course realized once again. But of course he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game. Someone's mourning! Someone's mourning! Exactly,
What is this?
Someone's mourning! Someone's bro just died. Completely insane, you know that a game? One of our friends dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
I know the Team Cypher does, but can't let a bro mourn. Let a bro mourn his bro's death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that.
However,
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of here to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. He just wants to make it... Yeah. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last time when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
We do the nighttime rule too. That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late, so I decided to return to my own room, which I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo come out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. Oh, he knew, but he never said anything. It's a murder. He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I had seen him.
Well,
So you're saying you looked over from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed, but if that had to be the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. As it would liven things up. Okay then, okay.
I see.
So after hearing about genocide Jack from Topo, you decided to use that. Create a fake murder scene?
But
Damn, I haven't figured out who really done it. I've been dead too, right? So obviously, I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point, of course. Jack turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. It takes a certain remarkable somewhere it never did. Then I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I decided to become the Black, and now I know who to have to watch out for. Oh!
Correct.
So that was the reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
We're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey,
There's something we'll ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Okay.
you
You like to perform this elaborate execution each time, correct? Hello, Nameless. Hello. We're just wrapping up the second class trial. You like them? But you know, this punishment is despair is not just for you. It's all the part we give for mankind itself. Mankind. I'm not over exaggerating. This punishment is meant to transform all hope into despair. What do you mean? Mean? Okay. Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every single stupid little thing. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and everything will be revealed to me. And noble son of family, truly understand me. I think this is our terrifying friendship. That's not. I never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After all, I achieved a complete victory. You're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you, understand?
Name of my family.
for Vic to reach a foregone conclusion.
Ooh!
Look, was like you're the main actor of the game or something. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you.
Okay, somebody's a nap.
Okay. And Onokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mono. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those who are still alive, our worst fear and despair kept multiplying. It was a kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell, had more future than us. All our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair. Huh?
Well, anyway,
what?
Like I was saying,
okay.
This is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot.
What is this?
Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance
what is this?
to get boring?
No.
Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match.
What?
But I must admit, I'm disappointed.
Why disappointed?
I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part.
What do you mean?
You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right?
What is this?
Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay?
What is this?
After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
No, what's this? Hold on. There's one thing I like to ask of you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? Is this yeah, the 16th high school student I mean.
My. You really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but...
What is this?
Super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied.
What is this?
That's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their...
What is this segment? This is a segment. What's this? Chapter 2. Boy's Life of Despair. Oh, Boy's Life because... Oh. 10. Can I save? To be continued. Can I save? I wanna save. Let me save. Daisy Diamond Heaven. That's the jacket. Yeah, that's... Yes. Well? No. I felt really sad. But with that, I guess I'll I guess that this ends. This is the end for today's stream. We finished chapter 2. I'm not even mad. I should like my initial thought I was supposed to get mad whoever killed Chihiro, but now I don't think I can get mad. I don't think so. Everyone's just sad in between. Everything. I can't get mad. I just feel so I just feel so bad. Everything. I don't I just really I really feel bad what happened all this time. I really feel bad, but I feel bad. I just feel bad for it was the everything was what happened in the heat of the moment. It happened in the heat of the moment. Everything. You know, that I guess I'll just end it. I'll just end it here. Yeah, I'll end it here. Thank you everyone for coming by. Thank you everyone for coming by to today's stream. Thank you. Oh my god. I hope everyone will have a good day. This is like the last stream for the week. This is the last stream for the week because next week we're gonna be streaming. We're gonna play 2 new games, like some new games, and then I'll continue Danganronpa next Saturday again. I'll continue next Saturday, but God, this chapter is making me feel so making me feel sad. Yeah, sad. Like, yeah. So with that, I'll be slapping in the ending scene. Thank you. I don't hate anyone! I don't hate anyone here. Next week. We'll continue Danganronpa next week. But again, bye everyone. Have fun. Take care. Take care everyone. Take care. Oh my god. Bye y'all.